Naomi, our heroine, she was raised by a mother who was basically looking to get away from her past and her family, and so turned her back on the Bengali culture from which she came. So the mom now is like a yogi who gives retreats and lives this kind of very woo-woo mystical life, but raised Naomi super duper out of culture and so she just never learned any of the things about Bengali culture that she would necessarily learn if she had been in a family that valued that. Now she has started her own consulting business, and what she does is she goes into businesses that are run down or losing money or not thriving, and she helps them turn it around. She helps them figure out what the essence of their business is, what the joy of their business is, and helps them rebuild. So she is really trying to make a go of this business. And so she finds herself in a position where she has a shot at a contract to rebrand a kind of a Bengali family business that has sort of fallen into, it's just a little tired. Run by an older woman who is very sort of set in her ways. And this older woman sort of brought her in for the interview thinking she was tied into the culture. And Naomi realizes very quickly, if she doesn't figure out more about herself and her identity and her culture, she's not going to be able to make this work. She's not going to get this contract. And even if she does, she won't be able to succeed at it. Well, wouldn't you know, this woman also has a handsome son, Dev. And Dev has a problem, which is that this woman who is set in her ways is also set in the ways of, my son better get married as soon as frickin' possible. So she has this whole plan to arrange a marriage for him, and he does not want anything to do with that. So he realizes very fast that Naomi has a problem and he has a problem. And what if they pretended that she was his, that he was basically courting her, essentially, and in exchange, he'll give her lessons in Bengali culture. Jen, when I tell you this book it is so lush, and there's so much beautiful description of food, you're learning along with Naomi, right? As she's sort of coming to terms with growing up without that world, without sort of always having known that there was something missing, in the sense that there's this great poignant moment where she explains that she was in college and she joined the International Students Association, and she went and she just felt nobody there understood, she didn't understand any of the inside jokes because her mother had raised her in a very particular way. But then also she felt kind of unstuck when she was with other people, with white people, right? And so it's just this really beautiful exploration of self that comes along with this very hot romance, where because of course they're not going to do anything